Striker class. This is Look at me. We're down at the Lip Geeks gym. We'll be starting our warm up pretty soon. These already starting to warm up. Got a pretty sweet setup here. My name is Coach JJ or J Hooligan if you guys don't know me. And yeah, we'll be working today on arms and specifically overcuts. So overcuts are something opposite from uppercuts. And we'll go much more in depth with that for sure. Yeah, this is gonna be it'll be a fun time. But we're just gonna be going through our warm up once Coach Chris comes in, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. This is one of our first streams. So it'll be interesting how we do this, but we will be doing it handheld, so then we can just keep the class going the whole night. It's about an hour class. We've been doing this for a long time now, at least this past year for Coach Chris and myself. And yeah, well, we've been doing martial arts for a very long time. I think between the two of us, upwards of like 30 years or so each. So yeah, we got a lot of experience that we want to share to everybody. We were going to be rolling out with some more content for these soon. And yeah, you guys can join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. So you can see kind of like on the stuff that we're working on and the structure that we're doing. And again, we come from not just one, but many different martial arts backgrounds, and it is, yeah, it's something that we love to do. So, yeah, what's going on, man? So we're gonna keep this going. This is our first time streaming, and yeah, we'll see how this works with us. We're gonna try to have somebody comment on the back end so you guys can hear it, and yeah, we'll keep the class going. Keep the class going while one of us teaches and coaches and the other one films and comments. I think that's how we're doing it. So, oh man, so I need to warm up. Definitely need to warm up. I'm gonna try to keep this as stable as possible because class on here, we move around quite a bit. Hopefully you don't get motion sickness, and hopefully you enjoy this class. We're gonna already started here. Oh yeah, you're live on here. This is Coach Chris.
Hey.
And over here.
Right.
Yeah, so we're starting that.
Going.
Yeah, it's first time streaming, so we're gonna see how it works.
So this goes. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this as wide as possible so we can keep this on here. Cool. Cobra Kai never dies. Cobra Kai never dies. Alright, so we're going to be going through a warm-up. Everybody's getting prepped for class. And we're going to go over the overcut today. Again, so overcut is a little bit different than an uppercut. Right, so we'll go over a lot of the details on this. And we'll keep you guys live. If you have questions, go and type them in the chat. Hopefully I'll be able to answer them while we're moving. And then there'll be a point where Coach Chris and I switch off. And so he'll get to comment and then I'll get to teach on there. So we got a lot of different exercises for today. We do a lot of line drills. Drilling is important when you're learning martial arts and new techniques, especially something new. It's something that you need to program your body with on that for sure. So, yeah. I have no idea if we're getting this. It looks like we're getting that, so I might be just like some sort of it. I think we are. Either that or I'm being cut off. I have no idea, dude.
I think it should be there. I can see it.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Right, and I can't swipe off the chat on that either. So. Alright, cool.
Alright, get started?
Yep. Alright. So we're gonna start class. Quick warm-ups. We like to warm up all the joints as much as possible. Oh, yes, sir.
We'll start with the regular warm-up. Then we're going to cover the range of angles of punches.
Ranges.
Angles of punches.
Yep.
Yeah. Right up. Cool. Get your shoulder a bit lower.
So we like to warm up all the joints. It's really important. It warms up the synovial fluid between the joints. Just moving around, making sure everything is warm. We don't try to miss everything. We go from top down. So every part of your body is warm. So I know we do a lot of movements, and these movements will sometimes activate other parts of your body. So it's important to warm up everything on here. So after the initial warm up, we start doing more specific, area specific. So today is arms. Tuesdays we usually do legs and kicks, or sometimes some trick stuff. And this one, we're doing arms and, like I said, overcuts. Oh man. Oh yeah, we Hooligan V and I did arm workouts earlier today too. Tuesdays and Thursdays are usually our two-a-days that we do. So we do 2 workouts, one in the morning and one in the evening. So right now, Coach Chris is going over angles of movement. Again, warming up for those punches and strikes that we do from here by hitting up all the different angles and getting the body ready to move. How we're gonna move it later.
Roll your elbow forward.
Oh, elbow strikes. I should be doing these too.
Okay.
I'm trying not
Roll it
to
over.
shake the cam. I don't like shaky cam too much.
Okay, nice.
For later on, we'll start doing some power stuff on Bob. Bob's down over here, or some of the pads. And so this is really important, warming up the elbows and the wrists, and then fingers for when you clench and make a fist for that, and hitting on the impact on that. Really important to make sure that it's all warm. Okay, because if you're too lax on it, that could possibly create an injury. Which again, if you're starting this out, we always recommend finding coaches or teachers. You can join us on here. Do so at your own risk. We're not liable on any of this. We just want to spread the word on martial arts and strikes. Those meta strikes that we are going to be putting out there for later. Oh yeah, that one gets me every time. I like that one. Oof. Other direction. Warming up those hip flexors, warming up those hips. Because even though it may not be, you may not think about that for arms and strikes with the arms and the hands, there's a lot of twisting, torquing, and pivots that we do, that all that comes into play, especially when we start doing slips and head movement stuff. All this plays right into why we're warming up the hips and the joints there.
Okay, cool. Knees together.
This is another one I've done for a long time. Yeah, bending the knees, knee circles. You go back and forth or full circle. There you go.
Let's go to oblique. Hold your leg up to form.
Alright, so from last class we covered a lot of the angles for chambers on kicks, but we still like to loosen everything up because most people do not do flexibility training. Okay? They miss out on the flexibility training and they only want to do the workouts like the contractions on, say for martial arts, for kicks and extensions. They want to do less of the stretches. That's why a lot of martial arts classes have you do stretches they take a good amount of time doing stretches. But from here, it's good little stretches that we've got on here.
And back to oblique.
Coach Chris hitting up all the angles. All the angles of that.
Side, oblique. Best you can. You can go low.
Oh yeah.
And front.
He moves it back and forth along there, even though it's in on that one type of chamber.
Flat, sideways.
Move this flat sideways or tabletop, and then back chamber. Yep. I'm coming all the way back forward to the oblique stretch on there.
Nice. Okay. Shake your knees around.
Oh, and the ball of the foot. This is one of my favorite stretches. Ball of the foot, and then stretching the toes. If you go over.
Okay. Knee down. Stretch the calf.
Oh yeah, calf stretch.
Now, what a lot of people do, even those who are always active, is they only use their arms.
And top of your toes.
This one. This is my favorite one.
A lot of people back
Cause like I said, people take less time stretching, and I always miss out on the shin stretch there.
This position. Yeah.
Try it out. Just on top of the foot. You don't have to put too much pressure on it. Just stretch it out. Same thing with these. Stretching out here.
Oh yeah, feel it? Nice. Okay, point your toes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Shake everything out.
Yep. Warm everything up. Some people run. Sometimes we run. Yep.
Okay.
Nice, man.
So, all right. So we're going to cover a bunch of angles of punch, like inside punches. We'll work our way underneath. Right. We'll start with straight punch, and then we'll go uppercut, and then we'll do that liver shot, that 45-degree punch. Okay, and then we'll get into hook punch. Okay, and then we'll get into overhead punch also.
Yeah.
That overhead punch. Just to warm them up, we'll do a bunch of exercise-oriented, like stationary punch drills. And then once they get those down, then we'll deep dive into the overhead overcut punch. Different ways to do it, different ways to apply it. Yeah. All right, so we'll warm up with all those angles first. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Got gloves?
Did you grab gloves? Yeah, they're in the back there, down there. You're gonna do wraps or no? No, it's not time. We should have done the wraps beforehand. That's all right. Oh man. Whew. The rest of our gym, the plyo floor, we got the tricking class going on at the same time. So they do specific. They do a lot of the kick stuff too, but specific for tricking. Nice little tramp. Bob's gonna get it today. Oh man, we're gonna do some sneaky shots with those overcuts. And you're gonna see why, because we're gonna go into, like Coach Chris would say, we're gonna deep dive into those overcuts. Are you missing the glove? Can you go? Can you? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna grab it for him. Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I will afterwards, once we switch over. All right.
All right, so that we have enough time for the next segment. We'll do everything from the lead punch. Everything will be lead punch based. All right, so as an exercise, we'll have them switch sides in between. And yeah, we'll start straight first and go underneath and work our way up. Okay,
Yeah.
so all punches are gonna be lead leg.
So lead leg. So lead leg just means when the fighting stance, whatever foot is in front is usually the side that's forward. You don't usually twist it in a fighting stance.
Push straight forward. Okay. Start the first ones nice and easy, and then start to snap them. Okay. Ready.
So right now, Colby's doing the jab, and he's stepping in. You see he's stepping in just a little bit on there. Going forward. Yeah, we're going to start on here, nice and slow. These are all stationary technically. Stepping out, nice. There you go. Other side. And that's another thing we do in Meta Striker is we want to train both sides to do the same thing. Okay? So the purpose of going slow with all this is accuracy training. Accuracy and technique and accuracy on target.
Right underneath, okay? And to get your elbow lined up with your knee, okay, give you a good uppercut. You can piston the uppercut or you can break it back in a little bit, but get the hands back over your
Okay, yep, there are many different ways we do uppercuts on here. We have a couple different ways, and it has to do with what muscle group you're using and maximizing for that muscle grip. You can train them all, or you can train one or two, whatever one you feel most comfortable with. A lot of times people will pick one and stick with that and get really good at that, which is nothing wrong with that. So this version that Hooligan B is doing, she does a little more of the, less of the piston. She does more of the elastic recoil with the chest, right? Colby was doing, now he's doing that one. Before, he was doing the piston movement up and down, which uses more of your front lats. Your front lats still uses the chest, but not as much because of the movement that the arm is moving at.
You can wing them out if you want, just get it back in, keep it tight, I'm sorry, like medium, you know, or tight. Play with different ranges. If you want to be tight though, you have to be closer.
Yep, and this is exactly what we're talking about, how we want to practice different types. This one, a little bit more piston on here. So it comes out, back in.
Right to this angle now. Yeah.
All right, moving on to a hook.
The other one a bit, keep the other one a bit, don't touch the bottom one, huh? Ready?
There we
Five
go.
big ones. Yeah.
There's also a lot of different ways to do a hook. Colby's been working on his hook for a while, and I've been teaching him a little more same concept. Elastic recoil, chest and back are much of the bigger muscles on there that you're utilizing. So less arm, more body, and you start getting that whip back and forth. All right, so we're closing and moving in for that. Nice. Look at that, switching distances on there.
Right hand, same thing.
Bam. A little bit of an angle change on that. Nice.
Good lead.
Getting that angle change in there.
As long as you get your foot underneath you.
There you go. Other side, yeah. Nope. Not for hook, I don't think. Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I missed it. Never mind.
Okay, now we're gonna go diagonal. We're gonna hit the diagonals now.
Yep.
Okay, so there's two main diagonals. There's the diagonal that comes up underneath, like the uppercut. Okay, and then we'll cover the overhead right after.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. So uppercut. So changing the angle, still hitting that uppercut, going up from the bottom instead of pivoting. Yep. Or pistoning up. This one much easier to get that elastic recoil and firing out underneath. Great one on the ribs. The lower floating rib that you gotta.
1, 2, 3.
Nice. Let's see if I can get. So you see he's got that body change on that angle to get to there.
4.
That's more of a hook that he was doing. So when you angle down just a little bit further, like there, you start going less into the arm movement, like in the lats, and you start contracting with the chest with the elastic recoil again.
Okay, we need some arm slims real quick. Need some of these. Yeah. Okay, listen up. This other hand's got to be up. Do it a lot like like the Muay Thai elbow, right? Here, punch, boom. Okay? Play around with different ways to do it. You can do the, the wing punch, right? Keep it really tight. We gotta move in, okay? We can try to, roll it around, all right? All for the lead side again. Don't do the first ones with all the power you did with the previous punch, start light, and then ramp up with the power, okay?
There you go. These ones are fun. So different
Yeah,
angle.
Cover the same way, and then eventually you won't need it anymore. It's a good way to guide and stay guarded. All right, ready?
Okay, so trying to get this angle, it's not something that people are used to, but helps out a lot with giving them a target so they can hit at a little bit of a different angle. So we usually recommend people going slow if they need to. So you can see Hooligan V here, she is slowing down to get the angle right, because accuracy of technique and execution is massively important for that. So great job on that. See if I can get a little bit of a different angle. See how he's cutting over. This is that overcut. Kind of going over the guard. Oh man, hitting target. Okay. So really nicely done on there. So see how you can kind of see it from there. It comes up and around like it's going over and around a guard. Oh, nice. Nicely done. Good stuff.
Good old-fashioned knock. Boom.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The real hammer fist doesn't go like this unless you're doing brick breaking or board breaking.
Yep.
The real hammer fist just goes, it's just like a straight punch. It's right here. It's
Yep.
like you're knocking on something.
Yep.
All right?
Oh, yeah.
Don't ever let anybody, not for self-defense, not unless you're breaking bricks. This one is good for the hammer fist. Otherwise, hammer fist is right here. And it actually works really good. You can mix it in with your combos really nicely.
Yep, missed
See
it.
that?
Boom. See that? Yep. Straightforward, different angle.
You really stay in there, in the pocket. And this is an angle that boxers don't use. So,
Yep.
anybody else can use it for any, whatever situation.
Yeah.
All right, good old-fashioned knock or the hammer.
Yep. So
Yeah.
this is why we practice all different types of strikes. Finding the opening.
It's gonna feel infantile.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it. It's a really short, it's a nice one. Good. It's got a nice feel to it. Once you feel the martial artsiness of it, there you go. That's it.
Oh, she turns and pivots her body into that even,
Nice,
right?
nice.
Because pivots are important for
Good
striking.
old-fashioned knocker. Keep your eyes on longer. That's
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
It looks like a fighting stance too coming in. It really just looks like
Nice.
a fighting stance. One more. Danger.
Good stuff, man. Yeah. Good stuff.
Okay.
There we go.
This one you you target the bridge of the nose. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Woo.
Cool. Good job, everybody. How much time more? Okay, we're good. High five. Get a sip of water and then come back.
Nice done
Yeah.
on all the angles on there. Yep. So we hit up all the angles on there from straights. Yep.
So we went here, then we went here, and then we went under here, the under diagonal, and then we did the over diagonal.
Yep.
Cool thing is that works for all the straight punches too. Right? And that one works well.
Yep. Hey, that's okay if you're too weak for that punch. Like, a lot of people start out slow, you build strength to it, right? So it's just a matter of constantly practicing, right? Say if you've never lifted 100 pounds before, you don't just jump to 100 pounds. You start out lower and you start building up. So this is why we do repetition over and over again, so you can build strength in those angles, right? This is why we practice all the angles too, and Coach Chris is walking everybody through that. Because most people don't train all those things, and they're gonna find the more you train it. Yeah. All right. You have you pull off your glove. She says I don't want to break a nail. Show us your nails. Show us your nails. Hooligan V's got nails.
There we go.
So, yeah. She's got nails on there too. So this is why technique is really important on there as well, and why you practice it slow so then you don't break a nail, you don't hurt yourself, and everything like that.
It's like button mashing. Like you can't just button mash. You're gonna mess up. So you wanna like kind of button mash strategically.
Yep.
You know.
That could work too. Yep.
You know, you follow the lines, and then once you get used to the angles, then you could look at your opponent and see which of those angles are open based on, you know, the hands are down, go over top. You know, if the hands are up here, go to the body, or if the hands are over here, go to this side, and vice versa. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna get into the overhead.
Yeah. Let's. We'll get into there. So let's put that forward.
Okay. Nice. All right. So we're doing switching cam. Yeah. Through repetitions, you can prevent yourself from breaking nails during boxing. At some point, we'll go over proper way to make a fist. Whatever proper means.
Okay, so now you guys got a lot of that static. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start stepping forward and hitting. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight punches again. Give me a
I would do
jab
footwork
cross,
with the punches.
jab cross all the way down, back to the line. Let's just do one round. So you're gonna step forward, jab, and cross.
And then doing the basic 1, 2.
We'll do, let's do 3 in a row. 1, a jab off the front leg, cross on the back, boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, ready? Up. Good. Nice. Good. Nice. Up. Good. Nice. Up. Nice. Nice. Good. Switch one more time.
All right. Basic 1, 2. Straight punches. Any gym you ever go to, or any karate school, or any martial arts school, they're gonna teach you the 1, 2, and then the 3, the hook.
Same thing.
1, 2, 3. They're gonna be marching forward with hooks.
Yep, let's just stay. Yeah, we can go back and forth. So, step up and here. How about that? So, step, and on the second step, hook, and hook. Okay? So you're gonna
Oh
move
yeah,
up,
it depends.
distance,
Always depends.
go here, and then here.
Depends if you practice the technique enough, or if your target is experienced or not, or if it's even the right situation for that technique. You know? If somebody guards their rib cages really nice, you're not gonna go hook punches to the body, you know? Yeah. Boom, boom, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, groin kick will work, you know, for many situations. I like the groin kick. I don't knock it.
There you go.
The groin kick is it's like walking. It's as basic as walking. But anyways, they're marching with their hooks now. Nice. Covering distance while throwing hooks. Digging into the body. Whoops.
Keep me on my toes.
Wow, wow. Good.
So come around with it, okay? So we'll just go straight from here. Remember the off ramp? Just come around here. Come right here with this. Yeah. Comes around and in. Okay?
Good, yeah. Right step, pivot, wow. Good. Right step, man, pivot. Wow. Very nice.
Alright, same thing, but
Do you ever watch Karate Kid 2? He's basically doing the hook punch, hook punch.
You're gonna slip on that first one.
The drum punch. Okay, this one, slip. Slip and then liver shot. Slip and then liver shot. Slip and then liver shot. So liver shot is just another way to say 45-degree uppercut or diagonal uppercut. Because is the liver only on one side of the body? I don't know. Technically, I think it's on one side of the body. Ooh, good. But this punch is good because you can get underneath somebody's guard and catch them in the ribs. You can smack their ribs and break them. All right. The way that V sets it up, she likes to slip and load. Okay, when you slip and load for power. Yeah. A little bit of a bigger step. There you go. Good, good.
So, okay, so step first, the slip and load.
Get those overhead shots.
Step load, back. Oh. Nice. Oh. Yes, quick one.
Good. Good.
Other side. Do one around the base. There you go. Up.
Hit the body. Boom. Yeah. Boom. Good.
Oh.
And boom! Nice.
Check it out.
Very cool. So they're covering the same angles with the footwork.
Over and over.
Okay, so now they're going into the overhead, the overcut punch.
So we're gonna go jab.
Oh, it's cool.
And we're going up the front hand. You're gonna slip and hit. Ball. So with that overcut coming on this side,
right, so this is
that angle comes straight. Okay? After this, we're gonna change the angle. So
let's do that sneaky one.
So
it's like a slip overhead.
Yep. This one, when you slip off the first foot, you're gonna hit and land, boom, at the same time.
Yeah.
So slip, punch, land at the same time. You got it?
Right hand feet. Oh.
Lead hand. Lead
Oh,
hand.
okay.
So it's lead hand. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, because he stuck out the left over.
Yeah. So as that comes in, and you're gonna hit up top.
This leg step.
Nope, this one. So you're slipping in. Boom. Slip. See that?
Okay.
Technically, you don't have to step.
Right side to side.
You can just slip from where you're
You
at.
can just slip, or you can step. But from here, there you go.
Yeah. Nice.
More extension on. Ready? Push. There you go.
So, yeah.
Nice. Good job.
So, when you do this, you turn your body and it turns your fists. Yeah. So you're using the body turn to move the head out of the way
Wait for the opening. Oh, nice.
and turn the punch over. Yeah. So it's okay to punch it
Nice
any
nice.
angle as long as you
Same
get
thing,
proper
opposite
knuckles up
side,
front.
lead hand, slip and jab at the same time. We're over. Is it overcut jab? I don't know how they call it. This is overcut jab, right? Oh, nice. Woo.
So you evade the jab and
Nice.
slip. Nice.
Nice. Right. Nice. Done. One more time. Same side.
You can see his head move off the line
Nice. Good job.
while you do the overhead counter.
Push. You're fine. Ready?
Oh, she's apologizing.
Don't apologize. Stop apologizing. This is why we do this.
You Cobra Kai or are you?
Yeah. What did Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai don't apologize. What are you talking about?
Put him in the body bag. You don't apologize. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. But you notice how when she's stepping forward, she's got a lot more power, so you slip past here and hit. Right?
Yeah.
That was the one purpose of stepping forward instead of just a slip and hit. That, boom, creates that distance to hit and penetrate a lot further into your target. So you can do either one depending on distance of your target, how far they're moving in with it, and then just lay into it. But doing this and stepping and hitting at the same time is a whole other ballgame for that. All right, left foot forward. Like, how am I gonna do this? Not die. Yeah, not die yet. Look at the cross on this one. No,
Yeah.
we're doing the same thing but crossing on the rear hand though. Yep, yeah, we're doing on this and I'm like, Alright, so you're gonna slip on the outside and hit.
This is what coaches around,
Ready?
what coaches are all around the world have to deal with.
Ah, there you go.
Oh. Hundreds of punches coming straight for their face.
Nice enough.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh,
Ooh. Careful. She's a headhunter. She's trying to time us, bro.
wait for it.
See? Told you. I told you. Oh, nice, nice. Slip those right into the overhead. Beautiful
One more
stuff.
time on this thing. I don't want to die, but I'm doing this for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Nice and done, man. He's a killer.
Overhead. Okay. Moving and punching. Moving and punching. Get the head offline and replace it with your fist.
Nice, good job, Marky, man. So that's one thing we do here is we don't try to do it off center. We'll go straight for your head because if I just do this and punch away from your head, what's the point in dodging it if you just got to stay there? So helps train that peripheral vision as well, moving to the side. All right, on the side. Let me see. This one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Ah, nice, dude. Not bad.
Nice.
Ah, nice. Good job. Good side. Come up and around on that, okay? Doesn't have to come all the way around, it just comes kind of go out. Yep. So then this natural motion that comes out as it extends should kind of go around. Yep. There you go. Nice. Bam. There you go. Good job, dude. Nice. Good job. Check it out. Go grab some water.
Nice.
Alright, nice. So again, that's just a couple of exercises. That overcut, stepping in and striking at the same time. It takes a lot of practice to get down on that when you hit foot hits on the step. That's usually when you hit and make impact for that. So, man, some of these are killers out here. They're like, nope.
Yeah, that last drill had small margin of error.
Yep, I hold that up here. I got hit a couple times.
Yeah, he ate a few.
Yep.
Ate a few
Yep.
overcuts.
Oh yeah.
A few slices.
Alright. Good. So we did this one where it's straight. Now we're going to do that overcut like a traditional hook or uppercut, but it's coming in overhand. Yes. So that'll be here. Alright. So for this one, when you step forward, I'm going to have you guys move forward, step, and hit. Rear hand for now. Actually, let's do front hand. No, we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna make you guys do it. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna slip, but we're gonna do something called offside loading. Okay? So on the front hand, in order to load this one to come up, I'm going to slip and step and load this shoulder so when I come out, boom. Yep. So you're covering distance. Alright?
It's like the checkbook we used before.
Kind of, yep. But again, as you slip, you're still gonna slip, small movement, and offload, okay? This one is kind of on a weird offload because you're coming up and over, right? Okay? So give it a shot, feel it out, it's all right? I'm gonna hold off on the distance on here on your guys' time. Step in and hit. Push. Oh! Oh, nice. And other side, let's go to the rear side. Let's go rear, yeah? That's right. Lead in. Push. Try to get that slip a little bit up. Push. Oh, nice. That's kind lead hand. Slip it out to the side, man. There you go. Small movement on there. Push. Good. Switch. Push. Boom. Come up and over. There you go. Nice. Good job. Okay. Rear hand. If you're slipping, you kind of already have that here. So, yep. Just go and step in. Oh, throw it in.
Just kind of here.
Yep. And try not to go too far over with this. So all you need is just that head movement out of the way. Oh, right? Because if that straight comes in, right? That straight comes in, that's going to ride over, all right?
That would make it.
Yep. That straight comes in, right? Boom, over. Right? Goes right over that arm. And you got to make sure that you're clear. You see how your arm's on this side? If I come in straight, okay? It's almost like it's hooking underneath. So we're just going to do this one here.
And it's just.
Oh, yep. Push.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's that?
We're taking our time with this punch because we hardly ever cover it.
Oh, nice.
It's a punch that's used
Oh, nice. Good job.
often,
This side.
more often in
Push.
MMA or Muay Thai.
Up, down. Coming over.
It's similar to the overhead elbow strike from Muay Thai.
Pop that shoulder forward and boom. And come in. That's it. There you go. Push. Outside. Good job. Push.
Works the same way like most other punches though. Cover,
Don't lift
set,
up here.
load,
Shoulder goes
torque
first.
your power,
Push. There
squeeze
you
on
go.
impact, and relax again.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah, overhead punch. Someone has a high guard, you can still sneak that punch over their guard and catch them
We
in
got
the
time for it, we got
temple.
time for it. Alright, here's how we're going to do it. Hands up. We're going to slip, cross,
Let's
or
get some
slip down,
fancy shots.
slip, cross. You, up, and then uppercut. Bomb. So, boom, bomb, right? Overcut, uppercut.
No space, just bang.
Yep, we're just gonna go right from here, okay? So we're going to go slow, shoot, under, boom, bam. There you go.
Nice. Pretty.
Oh my God. You anticipated, right? I wasn't doing that. Oh my God.
Slip overhead counter, slip overhead counter, slip overhead counter, slip overhead, dig overhead,
Nice.
and then dig to the body. Temple body.
Loose.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh.
There you
It's a
go.
scary punch. Scary punch.
Okay, slow. Okay?
So evade and punch.
In.
Evade and punch.
In.
Yeah. Keep your eyes on target.
2. You're aiming here. One more time. Slow. 1. 2. Good. Under. Boom. Ah, there you go.
Nice.
One time.
Very good technique.
Ready? Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. Ah, nice.
Puerto Rican Ashley, does that really work? Are you kidding me? Ask any of your your fight mates down there in Puerto Rico. They have all some of the best boxers in the world. Are you kidding me?
Boom. Boom. Ah, nice.
You must not be from Puerto Rico. You know better. Boom. Ah, yeah. What makes the Puerto Rican boxers so good though is actually their footwork.
Good job, dude.
You don't dance so well over there. The footwork is just like magical. With the Puerto Rican, they would be like some of the first ones to dance around the opponents
So if you're moving that fast, that hook's gonna come in quick.
at a high level. Slip and punch, evade, boom, overhead. Oh my gosh. Boom, flop, roll, down, up. Oh, beautiful work. Come on.
Nicely done. Take it out. How?
Nice.
You guys want to switch? I'm gonna have a hell of a time doing the opposite side.
You are. Bam.
All right, let's do the
Opposite
last
side.
thing for this. See knuckle push-ups with the gloves on.
Oh yeah.
All right. So lead with the first 2 knuckles. Let's just do 10. You can angle them out.
Okay,
but you
push
wanna
up.
lead with those
Push
2
up city,
knuckles.
baby.
Hands get flat on the fist. Lead from here. Ready? And go.
Push-ups. All right, get it. Go. Just 10. Yeah.
Nice and done. Shake them out, come grab some water, we're gonna cool down.
All right, hydrate.
Nice one.
Nice.
Good stuff. Whew. Make sure. And all right, so we did break down some of the line drills for that, and those are just the beginning for that because they're learning these things, you know.
Yeah.
But again, it's just a matter of slowing things down. Doesn't have to be super fast. Doesn't have to be powerful. These guys have been training for months, so they've come a long way from when they started with it. But absolutely, this is so we do in Metastriker.
Yeah.
Right? And then we're just gonna go through our cool down. Are we filming the cool down or
I don't think so.
we have to?
No. Good.
All right.
Could film it another time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Anything else to add? Yeah.
Okay, so I guess recapping, we covered all the regular ways to punch, right? The straight angle and then the under, okay, and then the hook, and then that liver shot, the overhead, right? And we even touched on the good old-fashioned knocker.
I didn't make
Right.
you do that one. That's right.
Yeah, and these are all punches that go in, right? So next time we'll cover the center ones also, but we'll cover the outer ones too.
Yep.
Because there's corresponding angles to all of them, you know, and it applies to like so many different like backgrounds in the martial arts. So like, you know, what might not apply to boxing, like what could apply to like this. They don't have this in boxing, but you know, in Japan they have that to like unsheath their sword, you know.
Yep.
So those arm motions, they're like, you know, they're all very similar. They just follow lines. You
Yep.
know, we just want to identify the lines and identify like ways to apply those lines.
Yep. Angulation. We're huge on angulation. But
So, yeah, we'll cover the hook and then the back knuckle. We'll cover this thing and then the right, the dropping back knuckle, the overhand.
Yep.
and then this rising back knuckle.
Yep.
We'll cover the back knuckles next time.
Yep, that was one of the first self-defense things that my dad taught me was that spin back knuckle as a defense, and it shocks me when people. Didn't we just watch a few knockouts like that the other week? Just that spin back, back
yeah,
knuckle,
yeah,
back
yeah.
fist. Yep, people don't expect it.
Viking dude. What's
Oh
his name?
yeah.
Anderson Silva. He got caught by a back fist.
Yep.
Right? There was a back fist in there. So can't knock it. Can't All right.
Yep.
Yeah, good for this week.
Cool.
See you Tuesday.
Next Tuesday we're doing kicks, right? Kicks and legs.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing for that. So thanks for joining us, guys. Hope you learned something today. Remember, practice at your own risk and practice slow. And we always recommend, you know, finding a coach or a teacher to help you guide through this. Yeah.
Don't take any of our exercises as anything more than that. They're exercises.
Yep.
They're not self-defense techniques. They're not martial arts combat techniques. They're just exercises.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Us.